What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about exactly what happened with my six-figure business and why we've had to start it over and exactly how we did it. So far this year in total we've generated over $500,000 in Shopify sales. Now about 95% of those results have been generated by just one single store. Now this store, as you can see, I'll show the screenshot here, has generated us the most money than any other store that we've ever had. And when I say we, I'm talking about Tyler and I. Tyler is my partner and one of my best friends, and we've been in this journey together for a while. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a video more talking about like our partnership, but that's besides the point. And we scaled this store at the beginning of 2018, so pretty recently, to over 400 and some thousand very quickly, right? But the thing about scaling that most people don't know about is that the higher you scale, the higher risk you're running. And I know that sounds a little weird, right? Because the more money you're making, it sounds like it should be a good thing, right? It sounds like the less risk that you have because now you have more money, right? And that's true, yes, you do have more money, you do make more money, but when it comes to creating a legitimate long-term business, it's not just about how much money you can make right now. It's about how much money you can retain or how many customers you can get that will continue to buy. And this is what makes a multi-million-dollar brand, is how many people are actually gonna come back and purchase stuff from your store over and over again. Now this month in particular, we decided to completely start something fresh again where our past wouldn't affect us currently, right? So right now it's about 8 o'clock and we're actually already at about 800 in sales. And so far this month, as you can see, we're $200 away from 8,000, which means we've been able to maintain a $1,000 a day level consistently. And today, actually, since it's a Saturday, we're likely gonna hit over $2,000, honestly, pretty much guaranteed. And the cool thing about this is the chart is looking very healthy. And that's something that nobody really talks about, is like a healthy scaling chart. And the reason why most people don't talk about it is because most people haven't scaled to a six-figure level. And this is part of the reason why you have to make sure that you're watching the right people, right? Because if you're taking advice on how to scale to six figures from somebody that hasn't scaled to six figures, it can be problematic. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I should probably mention Tyler a lot more in my videos, and I should honestly try to convince him even more to get on these videos with me, because Tyler is like pretty much the mastermind behind our Facebook ads, which is kind of something that maybe you guys, I know a lot of you guys think it's just me, that I'm just like some sort of Facebook ads genius or something, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, I do know a lot about Facebook ads. Yes, I would consider myself a Facebook ads expert, but I don't think I would be anywhere near my level of knowledge right now without Tyler, right? We're kind of like we have like a symbiotic relationship almost. I just wanted to say that real quick. I don't think Tyler gets enough credit for, all his Facebook ads knowledge and findings and experiments. So I'll leave his Instagram here. That's the only social media platform he ever goes on. So make sure you give him a follow on there. DM him with advice or whatever you want to do. He is in Bali right now, but essentially what happened with this store, right, is we scaled and we scaled and we scaled. That came to a point where we were virtually just getting too many orders. Like we were selling too much stuff. And that's obviously the best problem to have ever. But for two, pretty much like 20-year-olds that don't have much business experience, it was honestly extremely difficult to handle. The first reason is because when you get to that level, you have to be consistently making ad sets. Like you have to make at least like 10 or 20 new ad sets every single day, no matter what, and scale winning ad sets as well. So that's extremely time consuming. Honestly, that's like a 4-hour job when you're doing this every single day. And especially when you're running a lot of higher budget manual bidding ad sets where you actually have to watch them a lot. Now what happened with us too is that we started scaling so quickly that we did not even realize that we weren't able to fulfill all of the orders that we were selling at the rate that we wanted to ship them out at, right? In some instances, we were even 2 weeks and even 3 weeks behind on certain orders for them to be shipped. Now this was half our fault, half our supplier's fault. So once we were at this level, of course, we decided to partner up with a supplier in China who would take inventory for winning products and send them out, distribute them on his own through his warehouse with faster shipping, better packaging, and just overall great things and cheaper prices on the products. it's really like a dream come true, really, if you think about it. But what happened with this guy is he had recently started this distribution company, which he did not make us aware of. I was not under the impression that he was, you know, kind of brand new to the business. So he kind of talked us through a lot of different stuff that we could potentially do, and it was very exciting. But of course, when it actually came down to it, we weren't able to do many of those things at all. So unfortunately, there were many mistakes made when it came to the whole supply chain, right? So for example, one of the biggest mistakes that happened to us is with Quantity Breaks. As you guys may or may not know, Quantity Breaks is an app that allows customer to purchase in bulk, right? The more they order, the bigger the discount they get. And it's an amazing app, extremely awesome, probably the best upsell app there is, really, if you think about it. But the problem with this app is that it creates a variant for each it creates a separate variant for each variant combination so that you can mix and match different variants and still get the discount. And what happened was that each time somebody would order, for example, 3 of one of the variants, right, it would say, you know, let's just say it's like a black color something, it would say black 3+, right? Because that would be the variant that Quantity Breaks would create. And how my supplier was interpreting that, he was interpreting it as 3 of those variants. So 3 times 3. So instead of sending 3 of whatever that product was, he was sending 9, guys. 9 of that product. And then of course, the more they ordered, the more he was sending. So if somebody would order 5, he would do 5 times 5. So he would order 25 of the product to whoever it was. He didn't let us know about this until about a month in. We had already processed about like 3,000 or 4,000 orders since then. So guess what? We lost a lot of money with that. So of course, when you lose a lot of money in business, you have to cut down other costs. So one of the biggest costs that we had to cut down is our ad spend, of course. So guess what happens when you cut down your ad spend? Your sales start decreasing pretty exponentially. And that's pretty much what happened, honestly. We just, you know, we got into this huge issue. We were super behind on orders. We were trying to catch up constantly, and we wanted to remain somewhat profitable, right? We didn't want to lose a ton of money. So what we started to do is just cut down our ad spend and try to remain profitable for as long as possible until we were caught up, right? And then we would start over. And that's literally exactly what's happened. So now we're starting over. Honestly, to be completely honest with you guys, we got a new domain name. We pretty much started everything fresh. We're using a lot of the same data, but we started fresh. Because of course, when something like that happens, guys, and you're scaled out, like, you know, when you have 2,000 orders that are behind, that's 2,000 people that are gonna complain and, you know, and leave negative feedback on your store. And even though that doesn't sound like that big of a deal in the short term, it can affect your business in the long term really, really significantly, especially when it comes to your Facebook ads cost. People do give feedback to Facebook on the ads that they're seeing. So if you retarget them, for example, not only will they leave a negative comment on your ad, but they're also gonna report it to Facebook, which will get your ad account banned or penalized by just giving you shitty traffic. It's just the way it is. So this was kind of the best option. But honestly, guys, in hindsight, I'm actually kind of happy that this all happened. The first reason is because it was an amazing, amazing learning experience. I would not have learned all the things that I've learned through that experience if that hadn't happened. And the second reason is that since we did scale to about almost 200,000 a month, we have learned an insane amount of stuff. Now we have new mentors, we have a ton of knowledge on branding that we're applying to this store, and we're just really gonna build this like a legitimate business that we can potentially grow into a multi-million-dollar business and eventually even sell for multiple millions of dollars. That's the goal. I just wanted to share this story with you because a lot of people make this seem like it's just like some sort of dream business, some sort of dream life hack, you know, drop shipping. You'll just make money right away. You'll make so much, or maybe you won't make money right away, but you'll always make so much money because there's really no like startup costs besides your Facebook ads, whatever. But guys, nothing is that simple. If it was that simple, you would see everybody absolutely killing it with dropshipping and Facebook ads and whatever it may be. But the reason why that's not the case is because when it comes to starting a business, there's many complications, many little things like that you just never would have thought about. I never in my life would have thought that, you know, when we were at about 150,000 a month, I never in my life thought that, oh, maybe we're taking too many orders, right? Maybe we're just scaling too quick and we're not thinking enough about our team and how fast and how they can actually fulfill this demand, right? Which is kind of ironic because at the time I was studying economics in school, so I should have been more aware of this issue. But of course, when you see the numbers, you know, you wake up to $2,000 plus already on your store, you just feel amazing, right? So you don't think about these things. Or maybe it's not that you don't think about it, but maybe you just kind of hide it. You don't want to think about it. But trust me guys, it's really important to think about it. And this is why, maybe you've noticed, maybe you haven't, but I have kind of been trying to teach you guys to make sure that you're like being profitable or at least breaking even before you scale anything. And this is why I've been preaching to scale a little bit slower nowadays, because not only is it going to give you a more consistent cash flow, but it's also gonna give you time to prepare your team, to prepare your store, and to prepare yourself essentially for the risks that come with scaling. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm really excited about this store. Honestly, I think I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to bring this to $1 million level by the end of the year, even though it's kind of started from scratch again. We're already at a really good start, and as you can see, the chart is looking very healthy. We're not scaling too fast. We're not scaling from 1K a day to 5K a day. We're scaling from 1K a day to 1,500 a day to 2K a day, etc., etc. We're taking it a little bit slower than we have in the past, and we're applying every single bit of knowledge that we've learned from our mistakes into this store. So it's super exciting times, guys, especially going into the holiday season. This is exactly what we've been working for the past 2 months or so, and we're finally starting it this month. So it's very exciting. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been back on the daily content grind. The reason why I wasn't making daily videos, guys, not only, it was for 2 reasons. First of all, it was taking a lot of time, of course, and I really needed my time to solve this whole situation out, right? I couldn't just let Tyler handle it all on his own. And the second reason is because I just really wanted to fix that situation, honestly. Like that, it's kind of the same reason, but I really wanted to fix that situation so that we can move forward and start getting our results again. So here we are. Hopefully you enjoyed this video though. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Join the family. Turn on the notifications, of course. Make sure you're tuning in for tomorrow's video. I'm also planning a live stream very soon. Probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll let you guys know, of course. But that's it for this video. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Nike's on my feet, keep my cipher complete. Nike's on my feet, keep my cipher complete.